everyone, and welcome to my, wait for it, my 10 affordable speculation comic books. Yay! Alright, today I'll be bringing you 10, count them, 10 books, or maybe more, we'll see, that I believe will have the potential to gain significant value in the marketplace. We will see if that interests you. Then stay tuned, because when I come back, we're going to peer into the crystal ball to see what lies in the future. And you're back! Alright, I'm Comic Sniper, and today, that must mean your curiosity is like mine, and we want to see what's to come in the near future. But I will have to give up the fact that I'm sorry, my crystal ball is not available for us to use today. It is broken, it's in the shop. So everything I covered today will be my opinion and my opinion only. It's only intended as a recommendation. It's not a for sure guaranteed. I'm not guaranteeing anything. What I will try to do is back up some of my predictions with what I feel will be facts that could help. Okay, but again, since we don't have my crystal ball, we don't know for sure. So take everything with a grain of salt. Make sure you do your own research before you lay down your money, so that you will have the best chance for return for yourself. Okay, these are just my recommendations. So again, no guarantees as to whether these books will go up or down in value. So that should please all the lawyers. Just to keep things at a good length, I am gonna leave it at 10 books or so. I'm gonna have some other books to go along with the 10 books, just for laughs and giggles. I call these affordable, okay, but that's just based solely on what my views of affordable is. Okay, yours could be completely different. For the sake of this, we're gonna try to keep it under $100. So how this goes is we're gonna base these speculation books based on things like character popularity, TV and movie news that's gonna be coming out, and whatever makes each book important as far as a key is concerned. Okay, but if some of these, I gotta give up the fact that some of these, maybe more than some, might just be me kind of blowing hot air. Okay, they might not be, it might just be my imagination, but that's up to you to decide. You guys can determine that and make up your mind for yourself. So again, there will be no particular order as far as the order goes, but what I will like to do is save the one that I feel has the best potential for value and the most to gain. I'll save that to the very last, but the rest will just kind of be all over the place. As usual, I'm going to give some shout out to my new subscriber. Again, I thank you very much for everybody that's been tuning in and leaving some great comments. I really appreciate the feedback. So at the end, I'm going to put their names up on the screen, and if you want that for yourself as well, go ahead and subscribe, and I will make sure that in my future videos I include your name in that too. So without further ado, on with the show. And first up, coming in at number 10 is my Marvel premiere number 47. First appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man. Okay, that is not Scott Lang's first appearance. That is going to be in Avengers 181, which I believe is less valuable. That's why it's not on this list. But definitely it does have some value in it. This is coming on the heels of the new Ant-Man and the Wasp movie coming out this summer, July 2018. And I believe that's when this book will gain a good amount of its value. Okay, now this is not the original Ant-Man. That is in Tales to Astonish number 27, and in number 35 he dons the Ant-Man costume, and also the Wasp, her first appearance is in the Tales to Astonish number 44, but those books are out of reach at this point. They're not in affordable. They're not in the affordable category. Those are really heavy keys. Those are really high keys. I don't have one to show you, unfortunately. I would love to, but unfortunately I don't have one. It's on my list as well to get someday, but currently nothing. Okay, so but if you have one, awesome. I mean, I envy you. Okay, so this book, I got this one. This is a CBCS 9.2, so it's a near mint minus, white pages. I'm happy with that. This one is not gonna. I'm not gonna be flipping this one for any value, that kind of stuff. If I happen to come across another Marvel Premiere number 47, that will be the one I'm gonna be flipping. But I'm definitely happy with this. So I picked this one up off in an auction. I paid, I think, $75 for it. But you can get them raw right now for about $60 to $70, I believe, maybe $80. So that's in the near mint, high grade. So definitely you can go ahead and turn it around if you want to get it graded at a GPA 9.2 to 9.4. So near mint minus to near mint is around $125. Look for that to go up. Okay, 9.6 is going for about $225, and then of course 9.8 upwards and around almost $600. Again, that's why this has value, and that's why this is my pick for number 10. My number 9 is Amazing Spider-Man number 4. This is volume 3. Okay, and this is the significance of this is the first appearance of Cindy Moon, and she is Silk. Okay. The buzz on this is, if you've watched Spider-Man Homecoming, great movie. Apparently, one of the characters that was on there was called Cindy, and she is rumored to be the one that will become Silk in any future if they do decide to do something like that. So that is the buzz. It's not fully confirmed, but that is what the scuttlebutt is going on there, and that was played by Tiffany Espenson. Okay, so I give this a good possibility of a firm maybe as far as going up in value. So this one is not the first print. This is the Humberto Ramos variant cover. This is the one that's more sought after. The one where she's kind of blacked out. So you want to look up for that. If you pick up a raw first print, that's going for only about $10 to $20. Okay, that's still not a bad copy to have, definitely. But if you're looking for this one, this is about $50 to $60, and you definitely want to go after the high grade 9.4s, 9.6s, 9.8 copies as much as you can. Okay, there's no point in going anything less than that at this point. And the GPA on these, if you get them, let's say the first print of the 9.8 is about $75 to $100. This one is going for about $150, maybe a little bit more. Okay, and then if you get down to a 9.6, it's about half the value. Okay, that's why you do want to seek out the highest grade you can for these books, so you can get the best bang for your buck. I also have this one, and I have so much faith in this book. I have two and a 9.8. This is a CGC 9.8 white pages. The other one is a CBCS. I don't have a preference either way to any grading company. I use them all: CGC, CBCS, PGX. I've submitted to all three. I buy all three and sell all three. I have no preference to each one. They all have their strengths and weaknesses. So, but definitely, I bought these books. Let's see, I paid about $30 for these books individually, and they were in such high shape. Definitely I had to send them in, and I'm very happy with the 9.8s on those. So as you can see though, as a speculation book, is I believe in the future there's going to be, as you can see with Spider-Man Homecoming, the trend will be younger and younger actors playing the superhero parts, and that I believe is a good thing, because if we have younger actors playing them, they can portray that character for a lot longer time on the screen, the same character with the same actor, rather than having to reboot and rechange, that kind of stuff. So that's a good thing, as well as with younger characters bringing on younger viewers, okay, and that will bring on younger people to our hobby, which can only be a good thing in my opinion, okay. And then lastly, what I believe, because why I picked Cindy Moon and Silk, I believe women are going to be the next biggest thing that's going to be coming on. They're going to be taking on more lead roles with the onset of Wonder Woman being such a big hit. I believe that there's going to be more women taking bigger roles. They can do the same. They can do the same action stuff, and just as well as the men. And there's some really great characters that can be done by the women. So I believe they're gonna be coming on the scene a lot more. So look out for that. Here comes my number 8, and that is the Savage She-Hulk number 1. Again, female star, right? Female superhero. That is going to be a recurring theme here. The first appearance and origin story of She-Hulk. This is pure speculation. There is no movie news at this point. But I believe since we've had enough Hulk movies, we've had a few of them already come out, and I think they have her time is due. If she does get her chance at the big screen or even on a Netflix show, whichever one, maybe a part of a team, who knows. I believe this one, there's enough people that like She-Hulk and like this book in particular. I believe this was Stan Lee's last go at the story. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Again, if you have any input, any additional information, or just want to chime in, definitely I welcome you guys adding your comments down below for that. Okay, and if you have any corrections, go ahead and do that. Okay, so this one you can get raw. This is pretty affordable at a high grade, somewhere around $25 to $35. Sometimes they can fetch a little bit more, depending again on the actual grade, but there's a lot of them, so you'll have a chance to get one as still affordable. Okay, and then the GPA puts this, if you can get it at a 9.8, at about $200. So, and of course 9.6 to 9.4 is about half that already. This one is a 9.4 CGC, white pages. So I'm pretty happy with this, but I am on the lookout for something a little bit higher if I can get it. But if not, I'm definitely happy to hold on to this. This is my own keeper copy. I'm not looking to flip this one at this time. If I grab another one, and if that one comes in a little bit higher, we'll see. I'll probably flip one of them at that point. Okay, so look out for this one to move up in value, especially if there's any news on the horizon. Number 7 is gonna be John Burns' XMen number 21. This is the first appearance of Hellboy, and he's already had his movie with Ron Perlman, but there is a reboot coming, and that was going to be Hellboy: The Rise of the Blood Queen, and that's set to release in January 2019. So there's some definite stuff going on in this, and they're not rebooting it with Ron Perlman at the helm. It's going to be David Harbour. He was the cop that played the cop in Stranger Things. I mean, good actor. I love that series. I think he's a good actor. He should, I'm hopeful he will do a good job. So look out for that. And then for this one, it's still got good value right now. High grade of this is running pretty cheap, definitely under $100, somewhere around $75 to $80 raw at a near mint or better. So if and of course we got a lot of time between now and 2019, a whole year. Okay, So GPA on this currently is about $125 to $150 at a 9.4 to 9.6 level. The 9.8 of course is going to be a lot more, $350. Look for that to change as more news drops, a release of the trailer, and of course right before the movie. And this is my copy. This is a raw copy. It's not near mint, and I didn't pay near mint prices for this. I believe I only paid about $20 for that. But I do have a near mint copy. This is my CGC 9.4. Now this is an older, as you can see, it's an older case. I've looked at this and it has some potential to be pressed and possibly get a higher grade, because it, even though it has some a couple of spine ticks, they don't break color, so they can be straightened out. Definitely this has potential, but I'm not sure if I want to do that because I'm pretty happy with the 9.4. So at this point I would just rather take a chance on getting a raw copy and then seeing if I can get a higher grade for that, or just hold on to the two that I have, and then I'll flip it when the news comes out or just before the movie. Okay, so the other thing about this is, since this is the Rise of the Blood Queen, the villain on this is going to be the Blood Queen, of course. Okay, and now I've said this before in my previous video, I'm not a big fan of collecting villains unless they're a big key villains like Doctor Doom and Thanos, and you know, SpiderMan's like Electro and the Green Goblin and so forth. Those are big key villains. Okay, they're blue chip villains, basically how I call them. So, but unless they're those, the Blood Queen is not. Let's say she's a subpar villain at best. And what they do is, if they kill them off in the movie, or the movie doesn't do so well, the value of that first appearance of the key book for that villain really drops. Okay, and we've seen it before, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see it again. But if you're looking for it, and if you're interested, that is going to be in Hellboy the Wild Hunt number 2 and 3. That is the Blood Queen's cameo and first appearance. Okay, so look for that. Very cheap. I think you can get it for $5 to $10 at this point on eBay. Okay, but there's not a lot of them, so that comes in at number 7 for me. Up next at number 6, we have the Ultimate Fallout number 4. This is the first appearance of Mike Morales as Spider-Man. This is the first print. There's also the second print with his face already showing on it. This is the more valuable. This is more valuable to the Spec on. Currently, there is no real movie news. Okay, but he does have an animated series. An animated movie coming out this year. He is gaining a lot of popularity as Spider-Man. He's doing a good job at it. So that's why this book already has a bit of a following. Okay, and definitely a good one to get, because at some point, if he does get his due, look for this book to go up. That's why it's my prediction that this book has a lot of room to go up. Again, the first print, the more desirable one, raw, is about $20 to $30 currently. Sometimes it goes up and sometimes it goes down. I've seen it jump up as high as $50 for some reason when there's even if there's no hype, but then it dies down when back down to about $15 to $20 depending on the day. So look for that. And then of course GPA on this, always look for a high grade at this point. There's no point in anything less than a near mint. The 9.6 is going for about, I'd say about $75 to $100, somewhere around there. It is taking a big hit. Versus the 9.8, if you have it, can go up to about $200. Most of them, they come in a, if you can get them, they come in a poly bag, but does not guarantee a 9.8. Okay, the reason being is I got this one in a poly bag, and I also got this one in a poly bag. Same, and as you can tell, the other one is a 9.6. I also got a 9.8. So it doesn't mean just because it's been a poly bag that it's gonna guarantee the 9.8 by any means. But both of them CGC, both of them white pages. Hopefully, if this does turn around and get us due, I'm all set, and I'm always on the lookout for another one. But we'll see what happens from there. All right. My number 5 pick is my X-Men number 137. This is the Death of Phoenix. Now, as you can see here, she's Miss Marvel, but she is Phoenix at this point, and this is the issue where she dies. Okay, spoiler alert, guys. Now, there is a movie coming with Phoenix on it, played by Sophie Turner. She was the girl from Game of Thrones. Okay, but I don't know whether they're gonna actually kill her off in that movie, whether that's the timeline that they're following in this. That's not what I know of. What I'm speculating is, even if they don't do it this time, at some point I think they're gonna have to acknowledge the fact that, you know, in the storyline of the comic books, she's too powerful and they have to kill her off. Okay, and that's why I believe that this book will sometime in the future get its due, and is a good speculation book for it to go up if that time does come. Okay, now this is not Phoenix's first appearance. That's in the X-Men 101. That's this book here. Okay, and this book is very popular, and it's already up in value even without the news of Phoenix movie, and that just bumped it up. With the movie coming on, this is getting even more expensive, but this is not my spec book, this one. If you want the first Dark Phoenix, that one is in the X-Men 134, and I also have a couple of addition to this that I would like to mention. Since this timeline and this storyline takes place in outer space, and as if you know, the Guardians of the Galaxy was really successful, very popular. So they might continue that, and if that's the case, we might see the appearance of Starjammer, which is when their first appearance is X-Men number 104. So look out for that. And of course, in the storyline, the battle that happened for her death was they fought the Shi'ar Empire. I can't remember if that's exactly how you pronounce it, but the Shi'ar Empire, and Lilandra is their queen, and their first appearance is the X-Men number 97. So with those, take what you want from that. They might, some of them do have value already because of course they're X-Men, earlier X-Men, but this one is still very affordable, about $20 to $25, high grade raw copies, and a GPA is about $50 to $60 at this point. So, and of course, if you can get I believe a 9.6 is about $100, and of course $250 to $300 for a 9.8. So, lots of potential. Not a lot of news yet on it. This book will have its rise in the future as well. So look out for that. And that came in at my number 5. Okay, we're down to number 4, and that is Amazing Spider-Man 194, first appearance of the Black Cat. Again, women as superheroes, they're gonna be coming on strong, I tell ya. Okay, and there is news on this. It's gonna be the Black Cat as well as Silver Sable, and that her first appearance, she's not showing on here, but her first appearance is this book, Amazing Spider-Man 265. Okay, now I'm only making, they're kind of together because of course maybe I'll just put her on the side here. Okay, I believe that this one is very popular already. I have a soft spot for Felicia Hardy, who is Black Cat. I think her and Spider-Man have great chemistry together. It's kind of like Daredevil and Elektra. So yeah, well, I'd love to see put put the two of them together on the screen. We'll see where that goes, because a high grade copy of this in raw condition is already about $50 to about $100 at this point. When the movie gets closer, I believe this has way more potential to go up, especially the fact that she is a very popular character and this is a very popular book. The fact, but the thing is, this book, being that it has a black cover, okay, it's very tough to get in a high grade. Now, you know, like this one is not in the 9s, it's probably in the 8s. It's got too many spine ticks on it. But if you can get one in a high grade, GPA puts this even in a 7.5 to 8.5, puts it about $125 today, and of course a 9.4 is about $250. So already very sought after, already very popular, but still has a lot more potential to go up and skyrocket. That's why I have at least a couple of those, and I also have a couple of the 265 just for the hell of it. When the trailer does come out, and of course the movie, you can go ahead and flip it for a profit. So good luck with that. We are down to top 3, and at number 3, I am going to speculate this book. This is my only DC in the lot, and it is in 2-parters. This is Suicide Squad number 1. Okay, this is volume 1. Now, I'm also going to add in there Suicide Squad number 1, and this is the volume 3. And the reason why I'm putting this in here is they kind of went together and they were valued almost about the same. Number 3 is because Harley Quinn is on the cover, but so I'm gonna keep these as together because they valued almost identical, and their significance is the same. Now, Suicide Squad number 1, let's face it, that bombed. to put it mildly. Okay, the critics ripped it apart. The audience, gave it a big thumbs down. There's all kinds of stuff wrong about it, but they are making a number 2. Okay, now there is no actual release date yet, but they're saying 2019 at this point. Since the first movie came out, this one gained popularity. Okay, the value on this shot up. I believe you can get these now for about $20. They were I remember at the height of their day, they were going for over $100, both of these. Now this one, especially since it's a black cover, again with the black cover, it's very hard to get in high grade. Okay, because they tend to have a lot of spine ticks and a lot of color breaks on them. So when you can get them in high grade, definitely do that. But I believe since there is a number 2 coming, I'm hopeful that these ones will have a better chance. They will go up again, because I'm hopeful that they will do a better job on the second movie. Please, I hope they do. Because they've already had one go at it. You get a second chance at it. Hopefully you do a better job, right? So we'll see how that goes. Again, raw copy of these is going for about $20. GPA is not much more, about 9.6. Like this one, CBCS 9.6 white pages. This is going for about $50. And if you get up to a 9.8, if you can get a 9.8, that still has some value, about $300. That's just because of course, it's hard to get the 9.8 because of the black cover. Okay. Now this is not Suicide Squad's first appearance. That's in the Legend number 3. That's in this book here. I'm not putting this up here because for some reason this book didn't really go up in value even when the first movie came out. Okay, this had a couple of dollars, $15 to $20, and it kind of just stayed there. Even the graded copies didn't really do that much. That's why I'm not keeping this in the list. I'm just keeping these 2, okay, as my number 3 pick, because I believe if it does, the second movie comes out and it does well, these 2 will have a second go around and it has a good chance to gain significant value from where they are currently now. Okay, that's why they're number 3. Okay, number 2, I will give you Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8. First appearance of the black costume in continuity, as far as that's when the symbiote takes over Spider-Man. Okay. Now there is movie news, of course, with Venom, because eventually Spider-Man goes back to his red and black costume, red and blue costume, sorry, and then the symbiote takes over and becomes Venom. Okay, but the new Venom movie that's coming out, played by Tom Hardy, that's set to come out October 2018. That first appearance in Spider-Man 300, of course, everybody already knows about, and that book, even before the movie, was very sought after and very valuable, very high priced. Okay, and it's just ridiculously gone up from there. And then as it gets closer to the movie, not even close to being what I would call affordable at this point. You can gain a lot of value in it, but you got to spend a lot as well. So that's why it doesn't have its place here. Okay, at this point, if they keep the continuity, okay, Tom Holland being Spider-Man, at some point they might have to redo that origin story again. Now the Amazing Spider-Man, the Spider-Man 3, where they screwed up the Venom entry, of course, we won't go into that. Okay, people would rather forget about that, and I would as well. But if they do a reboot, and this comic will have its due. Now, it's still affordable. I believe in a raw copy of this is about $50. Okay. Now, I do have to mention this is not a solo book. Okay, because in actual date-wise, the first appearance of the black costume is in Amazing Spider-Man 252. Okay, this predates Secret Wars, but as well as this, there's a few issues that came out that kind of shares the mantle of first black costume. Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man number 90. Okay, Marvel Team Up number 141 is also in there, and of course, the last one, at least as I know of. If there's more, definitely give me educate us on that. Web of Spider-Man number 1. Okay, they typically share the first black costume title, all of these, and that basically comes in a set. So if this ever happens, you can look for any one of these to go up. I specifically went for the Secret Wars number 8 because it's the most popular out of all of these, aside from the 252. But I think this one has even more potential. But of course, you can get the whole set. I got 2 of the Web of Spider-Man because it's really cheap. Okay, betting on that, of course, I got me a graded copy. I want to do that. What we'll do is, this is a signature series PGX 9.4, and this one has Jim Shooter's signature on the bottom. So that's why I have this one. Okay, I'm not flipping this one. If anything, I'm out to sell this one, because this one, believe it or not, even though I've heard lots of people finding things in dollar bins and so forth, I found this one at an old record shop which had some comic books in there, and they had this line in the back, and I found this one, and all they wanted for this one was $2. So, you know, dreams can come true. I mean, it's not an Amazing Fantasy 15 by any means. I'm still waiting to find that in the dollar bin, but you know, this is just I'm happy to find this one. It's not a bad copy. It's not a near mint by any means. It's got some soft corners, okay, and a couple of spine ticks, but it's still very presentable. Okay, so that's why I'm not sure if I went over GPA yet. Even a $50 copy of this in a 9694 is about $100, and of course 9/8 is going up to about 200 plus at this point. Okay, so yeah, highly recommend this, a speculation book, in case they follow up with the after the Venom movie. Okay. And the number one, there can be only one. Avenging Spider-Man number 9. First appearance of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. Now, there is a movie, of course, coming out for Captain Marvel, played by Brie Larson, and that is set to release March 2019. But that is not Carol Danvers' first appearance. Her first appearance is in Marvel Superheroes number 13, where she has no powers. It's just her first appearance as Carol Danvers. Now this one is not on this list because this already has good value. This, it's already pretty high priced as it is. Okay, this is not a high grade copy, and it's upwards of a few $100 already if you're gonna get it anywhere in the mid grade and so forth. Just in the raw copy. Okay, never mind being graded. Carol Danvers does a few things, including become Miss Marvel in Miss Marvel number 1, and of course, this one is very undervalued in my book, and in a lot of people's eyes, it's kind of a shame that this one is not getting as much love as the number 9. But as it stands, they're making the movie as Captain Marvel, not as Miss Marvel. Okay, so that's why. But this one does have value already, and this one has good value, but not as much as this one at this point, because it's just that simple fact. But of course, for me, I love that book. I love this book so much as well. I got 3 copies right now. So I always look out for this one, because if they ever go back and mention Miss Marvel or does a movie with Miss Marvel, this one will have its day. The movie justification with her, again, more women, okay, in as superheroes. That's the theme. I guess you can see that theme coming on now. There is a movie, there's picture release of Brie Larson in the green costume. That's why this one has got some upward swing right now. They just released some photos of her in a green costume, but I believe that's just the start, but she will be wearing the red costume as well in the movie. You can pick up a raw high grade. I wouldn't bother with anything less than high grade 9.4s at least, for about, they're selling on eBay for around $100 right now, so it's on the top end of this affordability. But I believe that this has a lot more value, because this will gain a lot more as we get closer to the movie, and there's a lot of time between now and then. Okay, a 9.6 of this is about $130 GPA wise, and you're looking at a big jump to a 9.8 of about $300. So yeah, well, again, that's just with a little bit of news and a little bit of hype at this point, and then there's no trailer yet. So when that comes out, definitely you want to get your hands on that, and that's why I already kind of got myself covered. I already got myself a 9.8. Okay, this one I picked up raw. Both of these, of course, got raw. This one I got graded. This one I don't, even though this is a really pretty, really nice copy, there is one light spine tick right there. We'll pick that up. It doesn't break color, but there is another little tiny and maybe a soft corner, So again, I would put it at 9.4 at best at this point, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna bother getting that one graded, but I'm happy with this one. I bought this one for $25 to $30 raw before I went and had it graded, so I already like the value of this book, and always on the lookout for another high grade, and of course get, if you can, even the raw copy will be higher in value in the future. So that's why this is making it on to number 1 for me, and I believe for you as well, if you can grab yourself a high grade of this, definitely this will give you the best value as far as you know, affordability and speculation. So that's it, folks. That's my top 10 spec comic books that I feel has the best value. There is more to come in the future. Okay, if you like this, please let me know, and I will do my best to put together another set for you. If anybody wants to add any more information down below, in case I missed any or there is any more news by the time I upload this onto YouTube, you're welcome to go ahead and update us on that. There's a lot more knowledge base out there than what I currently can provide for you. Okay, and as I'm talking, I will be like I said, I will be adding my newest, latest subscribers up. Again, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos, leaving the comments and subscribing. I can't thank you guys enough. I really appreciate that. And go ahead, for all of you that's new, that just found me, by all means, please subscribe. Please leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. And if you hit that bell button, you won't miss my next videos that are coming out. I'm setting up some different series as well. So look for those. So that is enough chatter from me. Okay, so keep collecting those comic books. And I wish upon you and everybody, enjoy the hunt. Goodbye for now.